Are we recording? Hello. Am I recording? Hello. 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 Welcome to Inner Fetish, and I am your host, Zeos Pantera, and this is a $20 IEM, and like a fucking plague on our wallets, it's great. Like, I have a problem now. This is like 3 or 4 in this last 2 week session where it's like expensive IEM, eh, eh. And then super fucking cheap under $50 IM. Oh my god, it's so clear and soft and warm and nice. And these are the Simgo. Now here's the thing. This is the packaging. This is a Simgo EW100P. But the package says shark, and there's a picture of a shark, and it's super adorable. And I picked a wallpaper that looks like we're at the perspective of what a shark would see. And I got the desk mat, which is the ocean, which is a Bob Ross on Apos mousepad. You link to that. Nowhere on the actual webpage on Linsole does it say shark. And I'm sad because it's like, here's a picture of the IEMs. We'll take them out in a second. Sound, structure, cavity, cable. They show the box, the raw box, but they don't show the shark. What's wrong? Why is not the shark representative? I love the shark. This guy's got the pictures of the box. Sharks. 5 stars, 5 stars, 4 stars, 5 stars, 5 stars. What was this guy's problem? He wrote a lot of things. He had a con. Regarding my major issues in the Harman-tuned IMs and its derivatives, lean, recessive, mid-range. Wow, this guy's putting way too much effort into fucking $20 IMs. Even I, who do this to afford a house and help families and feed cats, would never use the term derivatives leaning into recessive mid-range. Dull and unremarkable quality on most male vocals and some female. Mediocre sound, speaker stage. Resolving on detail retrievals is rather pedestrian. Holy fuck! Resolving on detail retrieval is rather pedestrian. What the fucking... You know what? I'm not even... No. That's just, that whole thing represents everything I hate and why I started doing reviews. Stop it. These are rather pedestrian. They're great. They're $20 and they're great. And here's why. I put them in my ears and I hit play, and as I'm turning the volume knob up, within like 6 out of 40 volume notches, I'm like, oh, these are nice. It's an immediate, like, first responder thing. And then I swap tips again, and I'm swapping amps again, and it's just, here they are. Let's look at them. Currently got my renders on there because I wanted to see if I could extract a little bit more of that low end. They're real small. I do have problems with them. But again, these are $20 problems. If you want to fix them, you got to spend $50. And is it worth $30 to fix a problem if it's slightly too small? Up to you. Tiny IEM. Looks just fine. Got a little gold metal plate here. It says, actually says salute to art and science. Simgo high resolution, and there's a Simgo logo and there's a little notch, and it is a detachable fucking 2-pin, so I can go and whip out my fucking collab cables, either the Purple Asylum or the Chimera. But the wire is, I like this wire. Like, look, comes off with a single silver, goes down to a single silver. Look how smooth and straight that is. It isn't jank or weird or too light or too heavy. Goes into a 2-wire just side by side into a right angled 3.5. It's lovely. These are lovely. The problem I do have is I have a test where I put my pinky between the tip and the wire connector. And while this does barely fit, that wire connector is solid straight out for like a centimeter. Or 3/8 of an inch to Americans. And that makes it a little bit weird. Like, I kind of want to bend this a little bit. But again, $20. Let's actually swap the tips again. And I want to remind everyone, if you have render tips, the way to extract them without ruining them is get your thumbnail all the way into the silicone ring on the inside. Do not try to peel them off from the outside or you will ruin your set. See how you like push up the foam? People keep complaining, oh, I bought your tips and I ruined them. And one time I took them off. And it's like, well, I'll learn you. I'll learn you, buddies. Don't worry. I got you. Let's put on the Duno SS tips, which are almost as much money as these actual IMs. I think they're like 16 for 3, and these IMs are literally 20 even. So let's spread them out. Spread them. Actually, can I do the thing that I love to do? No, they locked it in place. Usually you could slide these down. You could spread the split out farther. I'm going to go into this now. So we got to get to the actual... Oh, yeah, it's a much better fit. So, Dunu SS, always for the small ones. Same thing on my Dunus. You know what? Fuck it. I wasn't going to turn this on for this review, but if you're buying $20 IMs and then buying $20 tips for your $20 IMs, you had better put them on a mass fucking Kobo 475. All amps, by the way, linked in the description. 38 special. Rock and roll strategy. Yeah, there's like... These are a bit of a dark IEM. I'll give him that. The guy that's talking about the fucking pedantic asshole who says, oh, there's definitely a recess in the mids, but that's what's giving me staging. I'm feeling there's a width here. There's a softness to it. I'm spending $20 on IEMs. Please, for the love of God, do not try to deliver high-frequency treble to me. You don't have what it takes, all right? There are very good $20 IEMs, but do you want to trust them to blast like 16,000 hertz at you? Or should they maybe like put that in the back? Because it's probably not, no, just you know, mid-range, low end, keep the staging good, make them subtle. Yeah, it's like the guy's yelling down. I mean, again, I guess, Mass Kobo. Fat Boy Slim, brimful of Asha. So I would say if I had to give like the full negative, so once the fit is sorted, the low end is there, but not really like there. And again, if you only have $20 to spend at an IEM, don't concern yourself with bass because it'll probably be muddy and shit. And don't concern yourself with highs because you probably don't have the engineering in the IEM itself to give you a good quality high-end, like high focal experience, which leaves just mid-range. But guess what? Most music, most things you focus on is mid-range. If you take the mid-range out of something, there's nothing left. You can't just have highs and lows. You could do V-shaped, but there still has to be a mid-range. The movie scenes. These are just nice. These are just nice. Even into the end of the... I'm tapping my feet to it. I'm not upset. I was kind of mad when I took a $20 set off the wall. I'm like, all right, I'll get something else for the yard sale. I can't sell these. Who's going to buy them? Are you going to pay $80 shipping to get them to Indonesia? No. So that means it's another set that I get to use, keep, put in a pill bottle, end up in a car. Or just give it to one of my friends or family members. It's a brimful of Escher on the... I wonder how these would be... You know where these might excel? How do I test that? Like, they're good with music. They're good and acceptable with music. There's enough of a low end that I could just sense it's there. And the treble is there, but not, like, piercing. So it's all been toned down and smoothed out like level 9 on the smoothing filter. These might excel at a fucking podcast. Because it's all mid-range, which is all podcasts are. It's people talking, and you don't really want that really low end. When I'm in my car listening to the podcast, bass goes all the way fucking down. And you don't need shrill highs because you want to listen to podcasts for like, I don't know, 3 hours in a row. These might be perfect for that. They're great for music too, though. Like, just... I've listened... You know what? These are better than Dusk without DSP, all right? You want to know where my fucking loyalties lie? Dusk without DSP was aight, but it was just aight. I wasn't excited about it. You talking about price to performance? Holy fuck. Take these over that. But then you put Dusk on the DSP, and it's one of the better IEMs at the $500 range. So... But I get this IEM. I'm feeling it. I'm grooving with it. It's got a vibe. And Simgot is not known for making total shit. They've had a couple things that are like too sharp or too... What was the other one? It was one that was like too much treble. Then the one that was like too close and aggressive. This is perfect. Miles Davis is playing. If they gave these out on an airplane, I would steal them every time. Fucking Mombasa from Stefan Hauser. Apparently, I don't even know how to describe this. It's the theme from Inception, but not done by Hans Zimmer. It's like a sitar or guitar group is doing it. This sounds amazing. In fact, watch this. I'm picking this track up and I'm putting it into this folder here, which is my sound demos test folder, and I very rarely add things to that. So when I do the sound demos, it's on the private place where you can go in the Oasis and get them. It's fucking great. These are great. They're $20 and fucking great. They're $20 and great. I don't even hate the wire. I don't even hate the wire. It's better than every blonde cable that's ever come with blondes, except for the one on the JoJo's, because I demanded that one be not suck. Yeah, I give these Simgots not... These are a fucking... they're a 9. They're a 9 out of 10. Because if they fit perfectly, then that'd be a 10 out of 10. But they're a 9, because they just don't fit. But everything else comes... I mean, only comes with a little bit of tips, and that's fine. It comes with this. It's called the fucking Shark. So, the Sharks, 9 out of 10. I would recommend them in a mass Kobo, though, because you're fucking dumb, and you need to have a mass Kobo for these. Anyway, that's good. Patreon, subscribe so I support this channel. This is a great little short one. I know what I'm going to do now. I'm going to go into the wall. I'm going to take off another IEM randomly. It's going to be $574. I'm going to be like, and then we're going to continue. So, yeah, check out all the things. If you want to see other reviews, specifically IEM reviews, without having to pay behind a paywall, Patreon and Subscribestar always have free posts with other IEMs I reviewed. Usually ones that are scheduled to come out in the future. But if you can't wait and I can't wait and everything needs to go, you can check them out there. Paid subscriptions are the ones in the main channel. Wallpaper in the Wallpaper Horde. Mousepad linked. Give these a 9, Zeos. You got it? 9? Cool? Cool. Cool. These are cool.